Ignition sequence start. All engines are running.
We have taken tremendous steps.
We choose to go to the moon before this decade is out.
We have achieved the earth-shaking, the breathtaking, the groundbreaking,
One small step for man.
and left a mark in the heavens. Our successes build one upon another and amplify what is possible.
The dawn of Orion.
It's time we take the next great leap.
It's time for Astronaut Training.
Yay! Welcome to Astronaut Training. I'm Corinne Caputo. I am funding tonight's mission to the moon, which is right here. Because people have said, Corinne, you're so rich. You have always had a job. You've worked so many. You've never gotten a Chase Bank alert that your balance is below $50. What do you want to do with all that money? Do you want to fund public schools? Do you want to maybe fix healthcare? Do you want to fund the arts? No, I don't. I want to go to the moon. And they said, we've already done that. And I said, I want to go to the moon again. And they said, we've already done that too. We've actually been 6 times. And I said, well, I want to go to the moon for the 7th time. And tonight, we will be sending 2 contestants to the moon. You can say it with me, for the 7th time. And I'm very excited to do that. Woo! Tonight is also, you may or may not know, the 50th anniversary of Apollo 11. Very exciting. I think we just Googled it backstage, and I think in about an hour from now, about 10:39 is the moment where they stepped onto the moon. So maybe it will happen during our show, and we can all take a big stomp on the floor in honor of that. But we have 4 contestants tonight who will be going through the very rigorous tests of astronaut training, and I flew around the world first class looking for these contestants. And then I flew around the world first class again, and this time I got off the plane. And I found 4 people right here in New York who seem really primed for going to the moon today. I'm very excited to bring them out. But first, I'm going to bring out my top science advisor. She's going to be helping us through our modules tonight. Give it up for Loren Grush.
Hello,
Welcome, Loren.
Thank you.
Feel free to tell our audience a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am the senior science reporter for The Verge, where I cover all things space. And I also host my own online show called Spacecraft, which is all about what it takes to go to space and to the moon.
And tonight we're going to be going, now you might see this is a scale model of the moon. And I've been 3 times. But tonight, we also, our teams tonight are made up of a scientist, a real scientist, and a real comedian. And the reason I have comedians on board, you might be thinking, why would you send them to space? And part of it is because they're like, if you're going to space, you might not come back. You might not come back.
No,
and
legally, we have to bring them back.
Okay, well, legally we'll bring you back if we can. And we'll do our best. And, it's not all fun and games up in space, but with a comedian, it would be. And we also, The Guardian had an article and I will say that I'm a little bit disappointed they didn't consult me on this, but they said that you should bring comedians to Mars. And we said, let's just do that again, but on the moon. So we're doing that, and this is what we're looking for in our comedians and our scientists tonight. We want them to give us strength. We're looking for psychological fitness. We are looking for agility. We're looking for charisma. We're looking for extra credit. So we need everyone in our teams tonight to give us space, and whoever gives us more space gets to go to space. Sound good?
Sounds like we might need to work on it a little bit.
I think this is NASA's key ingredient for finding their astronauts.
Definitely not.
So I think that there's a way that it might work. So tonight, we're going to be bringing out our contestants tonight. Let me pull up their bios. I think our first comedian, she's also an actress and a writer. You may have seen her on a variety of TV shows, including Late Show with Stephen Colbert, NBC's The Brave, Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, and several films, including Sundance breakout Brittany Runs Marathon. She's half of the comedic duo Los Profesores. Please welcome Erica Hernandez. Woo! Yay! Erica, welcome to the team. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm gonna have you right over here. And I'm going to bring out your scientists, too.
Yeah, and joining Erica is our Dr. Emily Rice, is an associate professor in the Department of Physics and Astronomy. Come on up. Yeah.
Yay, Emily! Emily, welcome to the team. Thank you. Welcome to the team.
She doesn't need an introduction. She's been here before.
She's been here before.
Yeah, she's
Emily
one of our
has
all-stars.
Been on Astronaut Training before. She's one of our all-stars. And for tonight's extra special moon show, we have an all-star cast. You guys excited?
Yeah, that's
So, Erica,
no notes.
no notes. Thank you. Erica, why do you want to go to space? And let me have you hold this, too.
Oh, just hold it for fun?
Yeah, you can hold it for fun. I also think it works.
Oh. Surprise.
Yay!
Okay, I just kissed it, so now it's making love to me. Okay, so I think that I'm well suited to go to space because for all of my life, my mother has been telling me that my head is in space already. And I come from a family of a lot of scientists, and I chose not to do that. So I could just like use the cred, you know?
Sure.
Yeah, it would just be good. Like I know that that's not what this is, but like I need this.
Yeah, I think in any kind of.
So if you could just, you know,
it would really
be nice.
help
I actually relate. My parents are NASA engineers, and I decided to write about NASA engineers. So
Okay, cool.
pretty
Yeah,
good.
I think I suffer more than
we
you.
all need the cred.
Well, some of us follow in our parents' footsteps, and we are very rich.
Yeah.
So that's what I did.
Also works, yeah.
Emily, you have been on the show before, but I want to know again, why do you want to go to space?
Why not? I want
Yes.
to be I want to go to space. So we've sent people to the moon.
Yes.
Right. The International Space Station. Everybody thinks that like those are kind of our modern astronauts, right? International Space Station. They're not in space.
No.
They're in Philadelphia, like just up instead of south.
Yeah.
That's not.
You're right. You're right.
It's actually not far. I'll say it to somebody's face.
Yeah.
Bring 'em.
And I think I know how high up is the International Space Station.
Like 300 miles.
Yeah.
Not that far. It's not.
We
very
could drive
far. It's
that
closer-
tonight
it's-
if
okay,
we
it's
wanted
closer
to.
to
Just
Philly.
launched to the
It's
International
closer than
Space
DC.
Station today.
Yeah.
We
Good
could
for
drive
them.
to the space station tonight.
We can take the Amtrak down to DC too. We just can't take the Amtrak up.
Yeah.
I want to go back to the moon though. I want to go back to the moon.
Fair.
You want to go back to
Yeah.
the moon?
Yeah.
That's pretty far, yeah.
I am dressed, ready to go back
Yes,
to
we
the moon.
have a moon shoes on and a moon dress.
Yeah.
Which is
Moon earrings.
and moon
It's
earrings.
a She-Nova.
Yes.
I'm ready to fix a car. So
Oh yeah, and Erica is dressed to fix a car, which will come in handy.
it will.
Because we'll have plenty of spacewalks, I believe. Give it up for Erica and Emily, and then we'll bring out our next team. Okay, so for our next comedian, she has written for shows including Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, HBO's 90 Too Many Stars. She can be seen in the Adam Sandler movie The Week Of on Netflix. You can see her doing stand-up in New York. And she recently did 1 hour of just crowd work, which I saw, and it was a delight. So please welcome Alex Song. Woo! Yay, Alex, welcome. Welcome back, I should say.
All right, our next contestant is an assistant curator of astrophysics at the American Museum of Natural History and an associate research scientist in the Center for Computational Astrophysics at the Flatiron Institute. I feel like my bios are so much harder to read than yours.
Yes, but that's just because I gave them to you that way.
She combines classical astrophysics with statistics and machine learning to measure the ages of stars and planets in our galaxy. She uses these ages to demystify the formation and evolution of all planetary systems.
What does it mean?
Wow! Welcome, Ruth Angus.
Welcome, Ruth. You can have a seat right here. Welcome to the team. And Alex right here has been on our show before. Alex, I don't remember, were you one of our did you win a trip to Mars last time?
I think so.
I feel like you might remember.
Yeah. It's a pretty memorable experience, I think. But that's fine, because Emily did win. And
Yeah, I remember a photo. I think
Yes,
yeah,
I think
I
you
won.
did. I think you did win. So why might you want to go to the moon now?
I think it'd be a really great and memorable experience.
That's fair, that's fair. And Ruth, why would you want to go to the moon?
Because it's.
Yeah, you're good. No, it's on.
Hello.
Yeah.
I want to go to the moon because it's colder than New York.
Is that true?
Well, yeah, only 2 weeks at a time, though. You know, you've got sun for. Actually, we'll explain that very shortly.
But I guess in this moment, it's pretty cold.
Yeah.
And that is great. All right, teams, are you ready to learn a little bit more about your mission to the moon? All right, give it up for Alex and Ruth, and then we'll show you. All right, Loren, where are these
All right.
People going.
Now, if you've been to our show before, many of you have probably heard me talk about the merits of going to Mars with its extreme temperature swings, toxic soil, and remote location cut off from everyone. It's really going to be hard to top that place, but I want to welcome you all to your new home, the moon. Now, the moon has one big pro over Mars. It's only 3 days away instead of 7 months, so quicker time to speak to your loved ones. That's great. But on your quick trip to the moon, you will have to pass through the Van Allen belts, which is a dense cloud of irradiated particles that surrounds our Earth. Now, don't worry. The Apollo astronauts passed through the Van Allen belts, and they only got a slightly higher dose of radiation than we would have wanted. But if there's a solar flare, you're pretty much screwed. The moon doesn't have an atmosphere to protect you from these irradiated particles, so you will get doused with extra radiation and it'll tear apart your insides. If you're lucky and there are no solar flares, though, then it's time to land on the moon. Since the moon is roughly 1/4 the size of Earth, it has less gravity, so landing on the lunar surface isn't as tough as landing on Mars. But if your lander isn't capable of getting back off of the moon again, you'll be stuck there forever and you will die. President Nixon had a whole speech prepared for the Apollo 11 astronauts if their lunar module didn't take off from the moon, and we will have a speech prepared for you as well.
I have that right here. So don't worry. Yeah.
But
that's why I had you email me your greatest hits in case of like an obituary kind of situation.
But don't worry, being on the moon is super fun. For one, there's tons of dust, and it's going to get everywhere. The Apollo astronauts all said that the most aggravating thing about being on the moon was the dust. It obscures your vision, and it gets in all of your equipment, so it stops working. Also, chances are you'll track in that dust to your spacecraft, and you'll inhale it, and it's really bad for your lungs, and it'll damage your DNA. Also, but you'll see the sun for long periods of time because on the moon, because of its orbit, the sun is out for 2 weeks at a time. But we want to create a sustainable presence on the moon. So we want to keep you there for the nighttime as well, which is also 2 weeks. And that's when temperatures get down to minus 280 degrees Fahrenheit. So at those temperatures, electronics stop working and your life support systems will probably turn off. But it's okay. If you don't actually want to go to the moon, you can stay in the command module just like Michael Collins did during Apollo 11. That's when Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin went down to the surface of the moon. Michael Collins stayed in the command module and just orbited the moon over and over again. But when you're doing that, you're cut off from the world because you have to go on the far side of the moon. So for 40 minutes of your orbit, you really don't know if anyone's lived or died. So, yeah, welcome to the moon. You're really going to love it here.
You guys are going to love the moon.
It's going to be great.
Are you any less apprehensive about space travel anymore?
I didn't think I would relate to Michael Collins so much. But one time my family and I drove up to Portland, Maine, and I chose to stay in the car the whole time.
That does sound a lot like Michael Collins.
Yeah. No, I talked to Michael Collins. He actually said he liked it a lot. He said he got to like play his tunes. And
does he love not being the least famous member of a band?
He likes it, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he got annoyed because everyone called him the loneliest man in the world.
Oh, that's a lot. That's a heavy weight to carry. Yeah. Okay, well, let's remember no matter how sad we are, we're not as sad as Michael Collins. So I know that the moon can be a little nerve-wracking, but if you were going with your best friend, would you feel better? So what if I told you you're sitting next to your best friend? Wow. Believe it or not, you guys just met, but I think you're going to be best friends. And here's how we're going to bond. Because you guys, I really got to force this bonding on you in not a lot of time because we're hopefully taking off before 11. So this is how it's going to go. Loren's going to tell us a little bit about why you should be bonded first.
Right. So before going to space, astronauts go through rigorous survival training outdoors with their fellow crew members in harsh places like the Canadian Arctic. It's an experience that's supposed to help you bond and thrive in an extreme environment together. Astronauts need to learn not only how to work well as a team, but how to stay clear and level-headed in times of emergency. Good example of that, or at least a way to train, I recently went to Brigham Women's Hospital in Boston, where they have built their own space station module just for, look, I even talk the same in the video, where they learn how to do emergency medical procedures in space. Clearly,
They see some disease has swept the space station here.
I'm succeeding. So look
Oh,
how
but they survived.
Really great. I did so good. Yeah.
So we're gonna see if you guys can bond. And here's a crew that I worked with, and we bonded really well. we created a handshake by the end of the day. So I'm hoping that you guys can do that. And these are my friends.
I'm really confused about this.
So
fingers,
this
actually.
handshake, I'm pretty sure for this handshake, I get to put both hands in, and they get to do one hand each, and then at the end, we yell space. and that's how it goes. I miss them. That was glasses and mustache. So we're gonna have you guys do a bit of a bonding test now. So it's gonna work. You're gonna use these whiteboards that are at the tables between you. And I'm going to put a question on the screen. So it says, what is Ruth/Emily's favorite place? So Alex and Erica, you hold these boards, and I want you to write down what you think Ruth or Emily's favorite place is, whoever your scientist person is. And then they're going to think of what the real answer is. And we're going to flip the board over after they tell us the answer, and we'll see if it's the same. Make sense? I said it pretty fast, so you can tell me. No? Okay.
Pretty scientifically
so
rigorous.
Think. My favorite place might be... probably in the middle of that handshake with the boys. I see Alex is writing. I should have gotten some kind of Jeopardy music for this.
Yeah, for sure.
But here we are. Thank you. This is my band here. And when you're ready, you let me know. All right, I think Alex is ready. So Ruth, what is your favorite place?
I think my favorite place is my sofa. We have a really close relationship. I really like it there.
Okay. Okay.
The
I wrote the
mountains.
The mountains.
That's what I call my sofa.
Weird, yeah.
Okay, pretty close. Emily, what's your favorite place?
I'm going to say the moon.
Oh, pretty good. Erica, what did you say?
Probably should have gone for brevity on this one, but I just got a lot of ideas and then I didn't pick one. I put a room full of women that's also a lab that also serves wine.
I would like that on the moon.
I think that's 3 different ideas, but I just condensed
What do you know?
them
That's
into one.
the outpost we want to build.
That is the outpost we're trying to build tonight.
On the moon,
Was I right?
So,
Okay,
yes.
cool.
So I'm tempted to say that this answer is correct.
Nailed it.
Okay, so this brings up how we're going to be scoring tonight's training module. So you'll see here, this is a moon buck. And these are the dollars that you'll be using on the moon. You'll see that here. And I have them here. So every time you win a module, you're going to get a moon buck. At the end of our show, we will count up which team has more moon bucks. You'll pay me back for my time, and then I'll send you to the moon. Sounds good? Okay. Erica and Emily, you get our first moon buck of the evening. Very good. Okay. We have 2 more chances for moon bucks in this round. So let's switch our whiteboards, give that to our scientists. And our next question is, does Erica/Alex see the glass as half empty or half full? Do you think your comedian partner sees the glass as half empty or half full? And Erica and Alex, you can really think about how you view the world and then tell a room full of strangers. So let me know. I see the world as complex.
How so, Corinne?
Yeah. It's so big. There's a lot of things going on. I just saw The Lion King. So I'm really thinking about the small things, the big things.
The
circle of them.
Yeah.
Oh, I think Emily's got it. Erica, how do you see the world as half empty or half full?
I think I just see it as half.
Oh, kind of sad, but not so bad.
Where your leg is in the water. If it was a really big glass that you could also swim in, you're in it, but you're also not. You know what I mean?
I can kind of see it. Let me see. Emily,
weird?
did you know what she meant?
Half.
We did a what?
I said half rosé. So I think that's still technically right.
I think technically that's what I drank to say that answer.
All right.
It was an answer fueled by rosé.
Yes,
I get
so
that.
I think that was
I get that. Alex, how do you see the world?
I know this is a question about optimism, but I would say half empty because that means I did a pretty good job hydrating.
Ooh, pretty good. Ruth. Let me see what you got for that.
I think we need to work harder on
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so that one was a little bit trickier, but I do think in a way both answers work, so I'm going to give you both a Mars buck for that. Great job, teams.
Thank you.
And we have one more bonding question, and then you're just going to have to be close. Let's see. We'll switch our boards. Would Ruth/Emily relocate to be with someone they love? A big question. A heavy question. Would I? No.
You're just send other people to the moon.
Yeah. I would relocate you so I could get something I love, which would be sending people to the moon.
Oh, okay.
And I would send you in my place. Oh, Erica, are we ready? All right, Emily, would you relocate to be with someone you love?
I'm going to have to say yes, because I haven't had to do it before. I've literally dragged my husband and now my kids with me everywhere that I need to go.
Well,
except for here.
They haven't come to the
but
show.
So far.
They're babies.
But yeah.
Maybe they'll go to the moon.
I would take them to the moon. My kid, I have to say, I have to brag about my kid a little bit. He's 2.5. I have been an astronomer his whole life. He has been absolutely inundated with astronaut clothes, space stuff. He loves Paw Patrol and firefighter stuff, but he says that he wants to be an astronaut.
Yay! You did it well.
He did at first say that he didn't want to wear a spacesuit and a helmet, and we've worked on that. And now I think he's excited about the helmet. He knows that he's going to have to wear it.
Now he knows he needs it.
Yeah.
All right, Erica.
I think maybe I was right. I said the person they love would relocate.
Yeah.
Whoa, that does feel pretty good. That feels pretty good. All right, Ruth, would you relocate?
Well, I didn't move here for the politics.
Oh, fair.
Burn!
You burned America pretty good.
I did move here for a relationship. Who's in the audience?
Yay! So let's see if Alex picked up on that.
I wrote yes, and that person is herself. Yes.
Well, you did. You made a choice for yourself.
Yeah, right.
So I think we're gonna all get money, moon bucks for that
sure.
again. Did I say they were Mars
Absolutely.
bucks before? That's a different currency entirely. So
Not accepted today.
you cannot use that on the moon. Okay, so we're gonna get into more of our training modules now, and hopefully you guys are more bonded. And because you're gonna be leaving right after the show, we have a rocket outside, like an Uber. I'm going to want to make sure that you guys know everything you need to go to get there. So this is where our scientists, Emily and Ruth, you're going to come in, because we're going to be doing a little bit of a trivia kind of game to make sure you're up to snuff. But first, Loren's going to tell us a little bit about being smart. Right?
And strong.
Oh, smart and strong. Yes, I need you to be very strong to go to the moon.
Exercise with smart, yes. Well, here on Earth, we work out our bones and muscles just by standing and walking against gravity. Going to the gym, you know, it's great here, but you definitely have to do it when you're in space, because without gravity, our bones weaken and our muscles risk atrophying. It's why it's important to constantly work out. This is me going through what the astronauts have to work out, and I'm doing, once again, a really good job.
Loren, your hair through all of this training is incredible. So very good. Kudos for you for that.
Thank you.
Oh, and then something horrible has happened to you.
Oh, yes. Well, that was just when you're working out in space, your sweat all collects on your skin, and and it goes off in globules that get sucked into the support system, and then it gets recycled, and then you drink it.
Oh, how fun!
Yeah.
Yum. That sounds pretty good to me.
Anyway, the key thing is astronauts work out 2.5 hours every single day. So that's what you will be doing on the moon.
So we're going to be doing a little bit of an exercise element for this trivia game. So I'm going to give you each your exercise tool. Emily, you're going to be working with this. Have you seen one of these? These are from NASA. They're called paddle balls. And you're going to be using this for this training exercise. I'm going to have you switch mics because yours is wireless.
Okay.
And then you can come stand up. And Ruth, your training module, your exercise equipment is a kendama.
And I have to hold the mic?
Yes, it's going to be a two-handed activity.
Oh my gosh.
Ruth, have you played with one of these before?
No, but I've...
So you kind of the goal is to get that ball. Oh, no, I did it once. Is to get that on there. This side's a little easier. It's a little bigger. A little hack for you. And then you're going to have 1.5 minutes to answer as many questions as you can. Feel free to stand up. It's probably easier. And Loren's going to ask you a series of trivia questions. Are you ready to begin?
Both of us at once?
Wait. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. And then our winning team will get the moon buck. Are you ready?
No.
You got this, Ruth.
And I'm going to start your time
All right.
I think I have the harder one.
now.
True or false? Our moon is the 5th largest moon in the solar system.
What? True.
Yes!
Yay!
On what date did we first put a person on the moon?
50 years ago today.
Yeah.
What date? What is it?
Okay, so what type of songs do planets sing?
What?
What type of songs do planets sing?
Emily, you know this.
It's Neptune's. No one got it.
That is so good.
True or false? Quasars are the brightest known objects in the visible universe.
True.
Yes.
I'm not even listening.
What is an exoplanet? What's an exoplanet?
It's a planet outside our solar system.
Yeah.
What she said.
Okay, if you looked at Mars and Earth side by side, Earth's a basketball and Mars is a softball. So did you come up with this to get jocks interested in academics? Okay,
I think
nobody
that's
did?
yes. What is the escape velocity needed for a rocket to reach space?
11,000 kilometers per second.
11?
Yeah.
Damn, yes.
No, 11.
Well, 11
yeah.
11 kilometers a second.
11.
Yeah, that's it. That's right.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
wow.
off by 3 orders of magnitude, Angus. Yeah.
11.86. Yeah.
You're clapping.
I meant meters per second. Come on.
Okay.
Units were wrong.
All right. 10
I
seconds.
heard that one before.
True or false? An exomoon is a natural satellite that orbits an exoplanet or other non-stellar extrasolar body.
True.
Got it.
Yay. Okay, so time's up. But in 20 to 40 million years, Mars will have a ring. Who proposed?
Uranus.
Yes! All right, have a seat. Great job, teams.
Very impressed. Very impressed.
I was keeping track of your Mars bucks for your questions.
Thank you.
Moon bucks, my God. There's so much money. I'm traveling constantly, and I can't keep up with all the money. Okay, so very good job, teams. I think that you guys are smart enough to go to space. Congratulations, and fit enough. And don't worry about the sweat, because when you're up there, it's going to stick to you forever. Is that right?
No, it just behaves in a different way. It'll, if you flip it, it'll.
You can flip it off and drink it later.
Yeah.
So, if you're going to go to space, I need you to be strong, I need you to be hot, I need you to be strong, and but I also need you to be able to talk your way out of anything. Because it's going to be me and my company on the line, you know? And NASA's had a series of problems. So here's our next exercise. It's called You're a PR Nightmare. And I think you may have heard of any kind of NASA scandal. Here's a big one that happened. Loren can tell us a little more.
So earlier this year, NASA had to cancel its first ever all-female spacewalk because they only had access to one correctly sized spacesuit. NASA immediately came under fire for the incident, with many people feeling disappointed in the organization's lack of preparedness to make a step forward for women in space. One of the 2 women on the mission, Anne McClain, had to give up her place on the spacewalk to a male colleague. NASA wasn't able to control its image and find a positive angle. Now, if you know, NASA is very adamant about sending the first woman to the moon.
Yes.
But we're going to send all women.
We're going to send all women to the moon, and we're going to do it sooner because we're doing it in about an hour.
So we need you to be perfect.
Oh, yeah, but you need to be perfect before you go because NASA had a hard time controlling the media storm that happened after this. So for this exercise, I'm going to be putting a scandal on the screen, and you're going to be standing at the front of our stage, and you cannot look at the screen behind you. And then Loren and I are going to ask you a series of questions about your scandal, and I want you to start improvising an apology. That way I know you could talk your way out of anything. And then at the end, I'm going to have you guess the scandal you committed, and if you get it right, you'll get a moon buck. Sound good? Kind of makes sense? Yep. All right, Erica and Emily, let me have you step to the front. I'm going to take Ruth's wireless mic here and give that to Emily. And I'm going to put your scandal on the board, so don't turn around. Whoa.
Oh, no.
Whoa. So first of all, what? How dare you?
I'm so sorry. We're both so sorry.
It was really beyond our control.
It was.
I think.
It was for sure mostly my fault.
Did you even check if there were, I don't know, children around?
No.
They're very small. Like, you have to look at the right places to see them. So, like,
You don't
She's
think
not
even the
wrong.
slightest reveal of this would be perhaps, I don't know, insulting?
not in all cultures. In some
That's
cultures,
true.
it might be
That's
a,
true.
Can we
That's
have
true.
compliment.
a quick powwow? I think that we just, sometimes you make a mistake, and sometimes you just you go a little ageist, but the other way, right? And there could have been dogs or birds or
Yeah, and I think Lauren, there were dogs and
involved
birds around.
in this.
I mean,
too.
it was a whole crowd.
It was a whole crowd.
out in front of that.
Well, you know what they say: two people are best friends, and a crowd is in the way.
So I'm getting the impression this is something you guys regularly do together, and this was just an unfortunate coincidence.
It was
that it happened like this.
It was a somewhat happy accident.
It comes from the best intentions and the
Yeah.
best place.
Yeah.
I mean, do you hate religion or something?
Oh, but who? What? How?
No.
How? Why? And what is my answer to that? Just
yeah. So there's a reason that you put this person in a box. And it's probably to protect them from people like you. And I correct me if I'm wrong, I believe this person travels in a box down the road.
But boxes can be a very sincere, like an homage or an exaltation of that person.
And
right?
also, like, you know what else comes in boxes?
Yeah.
Gifts. So I don't know. I think maybe we just understood the value of the.
Was this a gift to this person?
They are the gift. You know.
They
they're
do say
a gift
that.
to all of us, and we saw the value.
Did you enjoy Italy?
Always. Yeah, Italy is.
It wasn't underwater yet.
Yeah.
That very nice part. Up by
The Pope's
canals.
there, you know, and
Yeah. He definitely is.
He definitely was there.
The Vatican has an observatory.
oh no.
So you were on your way.
Dying to look.
Maybe you were on your way to the observatory, and you were caught having fun. I don't know.
I think I'm starting to remember what we did. I feel like, and Italy. There's Vespas there, which can be confusing for people. And
They drive on the other side of the road?
Yes,
Sure.
you guys
Right?
are just
You
thrown
drive
off
on the other side of the road in
completely.
Italy?
you have a whole pizza. You're in a food coma. You don't know what's up or
Gelato.
what's down. Yeah,
And everything is different.
It's very cheesy. It's a lot
Yeah.
of lactose. We're not sure if we can handle that.
Yeah.
So stuff happens, and does that answer
Any
your question?
final apology notes?
Just we're so sorry, but also we are human, and so is whatever.
If it happens again, it'll only happen on the moon.
Sure.
All right, give it up for our team. What did you do? Wait.
Oh, no.
They've seen what they've done. What did
I
you
have no
think you had
regrets.
done?
I looked.
I know,
I cheated.
forgot.
I totally thought it was much more sexual than that.
I started to think
Or
it
a
was
dead
really
person.
bad.
I was really worried about the box
Yeah.
being a coffin.
The box is what I guess,
I thought we put a
it's
kid
a
in a
glass
box.
they put a pope in, right?
Oh, like the mobile, the
Yes.
Pope
Yeah.
mobile.
Yes.
Oh, I was thinking like the Lennon box.
No,
or something,
I guess I was
like
hinting at a coffin.
dead Pope. Yeah,
You
I was
definitely made it
only
sound like there was a
dead.
Yeah.
living thing inside a box, and we were responsible for that.
You're right. You didn't kill anyone.
Cool.
But
Well,
you did
then
insult.
honestly, I have no
This
regrets.
time.
So pretty good. Pretty good. Give it up for our team. I'm going to take your mics, swap it. Alex and Ruth, get ready to make your apology. And I'll cue it up. Okay. So this kind of lie is pretty irresponsible.
What is a lie, but something that started as a truth and got away from us.
It just spiraled out of control.
Yeah.
Do you feel the same way about our planet?
Sometimes it spirals around the sun.
That is true. So I guess, yes, we do feel the same about
Whoa! That's kind of
Not a great answer. Yeah.
not a great look if you felt this way about our planet. It's kind of
Okay.
could lead to I don't know. I think do you go to the meetups?
The meetups.
There's like meetups.
Well,
I think you did go one time.
I went. You stayed in the car, but we drove together. So yes, I went to a meetup, and it was not for us.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right.
Yeah. So do you feel like do you regret saying it?
Do I regret saying it? We're meant to apologize right now, right?
Oh yeah.
Well, it's up to you.
It feels
Do you
like
feel
we're
like you
doubling
did something
down.
wrong?
I mean, it depends how you define regret. Sometimes I look back and I think I thought that I was doing the right thing. But then I think, it was really bad that I did that to the moon. Or
Wow. All right.
Wow. Okay.
I have to know, are you just here tonight so that you can figure it out and prove it once and for all, or do you believe in shapes?
yeah, I flat out believe that shapes are important and real.
Yeah. I watched a documentary, and I learned you can't do this because that's what they did at the meetup. And we will not be going back there.
They just
Any
just
final
said that
apology notes?
We just were looking for a community. And we're sorry.
You're sorry.
Aren't we
All right,
all?
what do you think you did?
we said that the Earth was flat.
Are we flat earther? Are we flat mooners?
All right, team, you're gonna get your Mars buck for moon buck. My God. Here you go, Erica. So this reminds me of another time. And what? Oh my God!
no.
An
Oh my
emergency,
God.
a hull breach.
How unexpected.
Lauren, what could this mean?
Well, sometimes there is damage to your spacecraft, and you'll have to fix it. In
Oh my
August,
God.
NASA noticed that air was leaking from the International Space Station, and astronauts traced it to this very small hole in a visiting Soyuz spacecraft. They patched it up easily, but its origin is a mystery. At first, the Russians silently accused the NASA astronauts of drilling it in the space station. We got over it.
Sabotage.
Well, they patched it up. Russia and NASA, we're doing great.
We're doing fine. Well, this could still happen at any moment.
Yes,
in
they still had
space.
to. They used epoxy and resin to patch it up, and now they don't die.
Oh God, but you guys might because you have a hole breach in your holes. Oh my God, and you're only gonna have a minute and a half to repair them. These are your boards and your incredibly expensive bag of materials, and you're gonna have to, are you ready? I'm starting your clock. Now, good luck teams, and you can cheer your teams on. All right, here we go.
Anyway.
Oh, there's one. There's two. You have three. There are 3 levels to this. Oh, that's clever. Okay, we're coming out. Oh,
Only
okay.
one left.
We're just tying that off, and Emily's gonna start on level 2.
Oh no. Come on, guys.
Okay, we We have less than a minute on the clock. That hole is back. Or hole. That hole in the hole is back. Oh, we're getting there. Oh, perfect. Oh, that fit originally. Oh, we've moved on to the Play-Doh. Very clever. Right, we have the tiny hand. We have about less than 30 seconds on our clock.
Nailed it. Wait. Yeah. Good enough for me.
20 seconds.
Airtight seal.
Yeah. That's a clever.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh my God. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
You got this, you guys.
4, 3, 2, 1. Very good job, teams.
The hand is still there.
So this will take a little while to calculate who can still breathe in their ship based on this, but I will say you saved the ship for now. While we figure this out, we're going to take a brief intermission, so grab a drink, go to the bathroom, whatever you need to do, and then we're going to do some moon training. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see you soon. Welcome back to Astronaut Training. I'm going to bring back out my science advisor. Give it up for Loren Grush again. And then our first team, Erica Hernandez and Emily Rice. Welcome back. And team 2, we have Alex Song and Ruth Angus. Very good. Welcome back, teams. Welcome back. We're going to check back in on this rubric that I have here. So how are we doing on this? Let's see. We've done our exercise warm-up. And that was, we did our PR thing. And that was our charisma. And then we checked off strength with our exercise game. And that's as far as we've gotten. And that's as far as we are. So now we're going to be focusing on the P, the A, and the E of space, which is pay or ape. And we're going to start off with a game called What Am I Looking At? And Loren, tell me about astronauts looking at stuff.
Right, so many of the astronauts... Well, one thing is you do have to have a vision that is correctable to 2020 to be an astronaut.
True,
but,
yes.
Many of the astronauts that head to the ISS have become skilled photographers, capturing breathtaking photos of Earth. And astronauts learn very quickly which parts of the Earth they're over just by looking out the window. Alexander Gerst, in his tweet, says he knows when he's over Africa because the orange floods the cupola in the ISS. So
we're going to play a game. It's kind of like, maybe you've played Taboo in the past, but it's kind of like that. So our scientist is going to sit up front facing our crowd, and on the back, on the screen, will be a picture of a space object. And I need your comedian partner to get you to guess this word up top, but you will have a set of words you cannot say. And if you say these words, then we got to move on to the next one. You'll have 10 in each round. And this is just like space because there will be so many times when you're in space and there will be something right behind you. And your partner will be trying to describe it to you desperately. And there will be words that they just can't get. And then you'll have to figure it out in order to get home safe. So I hope that you will succeed in this model. So Emily and Erica, you're going to go first. I'm going to let's pull Erica's chair up front for Emily. And Emily, I'm going to give you this mic.
Okay.
And I'll take this one for Erica. Are you ready? Yeah, you're going to sit up front. You can't see the back. No cheating this time, Emily.
Yes.
I saw that before.
I only cheated like twice.
I saw that before. Are you ready, Erica?
Nobody saw it.
Yeah.
Here? Okay.
Or wherever you want to stand.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, you're first.
It's a group of round things, and they spin around. a very big fireball that
planets?
Yeah,
Planets,
those
solar
are
system.
the-
Yes! Very good.
I can't hear you. I have a problem. Please help me. Ignore that. Rewind. Lots of screens and people that wear polos. And,
Houston?
Yeah, but that's called
Mission Control.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, you wear it around your waist so that your pants don't fall down.
A belt?
Okay, and but made of like hard things.
Asteroid belt.
Yeah. Oh, there's more. Okay. Okay. If I had this on my face, I'd be like, fuck. No? Okay. Okay, so remember that word that you guessed before? It was a round thing that spins around the sun?
The planet.
Okay,
The
so
planet.
this is one of them, and it's a he. He's like an asshole. He's like
Uranus?
Oh no,
Saturn.
he's just like I think his name is also like a herb. No? I think that sounds no. You know what? I'm thinking of an herb that sounds like it, but it's not. I'm really going off track.
Mars.
No.
Neptune.
Okay. Okay.
Is it a planet? It's a planet?
It's
No.
a planet. Just go through all the planets.
Jupiter.
No, I couldn't. Oh, sorry. But you guessed planet.
But
Oh,
you guessed
whatever.
planet
Okay.
first. Yeah, no.
Well, okay. But if I'm going to McDonald's and I want the large meal, it's the
value meal?
No,
the big super size.
Super. What's another word for super or large? Okay.
Extra value meal? Now I can think of French fries.
Okay. Opposite of small.
Large.
Another.
Big.
There it is. Okay, you got that.
Big. Big.
Okay, and then
Big.
a thing that I'm just I have some chips and salsa and another thing.
Big appetizer?
Yeah, but like, you know what? I didn't have time to cook, so I just brought I brought some chips and it rhymes with chips.
Dip and
Yeah.
Big Dip? Big Dipper. Big Dipper. Oh my gosh.
Oh boy. Okay. This one. Oof. Okay. So it's the letter 5, but in
V.
Okay.
V.
And then this is like this is also a planet.
Saturn 5.
Yes!
Saturn 5.
Okay. You don't know this, but my birthday is on the opposite of this. Sucks because it's the shortest day of the year.
Winter solstice, December.
But like, actually, it's not the opposite of this. That was fake news. Ignore everything I just said. Okay, so it's red. It turns red. Oops, but it's usually white. But then it turns red.
Lunar
like a
eclipse?
Yep.
Yay!
Okay. Welcome to the
Thunderdome.
No. Okay. You could call this like a group of grapes.
A bunch.
You know when you're like, ugh, I messed up. It was chaos. It was a fuck.
Oh, cluster.
Okay.
Cluster.
Yeah. So then, and that's the second word.
Star
but the first,
cluster.
no, it's
Super cluster.
Big. It's the whole.
Virgo cluster.
No, it's the. We're gonna go to the. What a huge universe. It's the whole. Oh wow!
Galaxy cluster.
Yeah.
Galaxy cluster.
Oh! You can see things so much more zoomed in with this
Telescope.
guy. Yeah, but which
Telescope.
one? He's got a cool name.
The Hubble telescope.
Yeah. Oh no! This like Voldemort, basically.
No.
You get it. No? Okay. Hey, girl, it doesn't.
Matter.
Okay. So and then the first word is the opposite of light.
Dark. Dark matter.
Yay!
Dark matter.
That's all of them. Very good job. Very good job. Great work. You guys got 9 moonbucks on that one. Very good. All
Also,
right,
the
Erica.
answer was she didn't want Jupiter's big red spot on her face.
Yes. Here, Erica, I'm going to give you a new sheet.
Which I don't think any of us want.
I don't think any of us would want that. All right, Alex. It does happen sometimes at the worst times. All right. Alex and Ruth, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize it started. Okay, if you fall into it, you're gone forever.
Black hole?
Yes.
Hey, very good.
It falls through the sky and
Meteor.
not that one. It's I don't know how it compares size-wise to a meteor.
Asteroid, a comet.
Yes,
Yay!
comet. Oh, they talked about at the top of the show how you could drive there in 300
The International
miles.
Space Station.
Yes.
Yes.
We put this there to say it's ours.
A flag.
Yes, and where is
The
it?
moon?
Yes.
Whoa.
A flag on the moon.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, like if Snow White had a Milky Way.
Seven sisters.
Oh no. Okay. So the second word is what the Milky Way is.
A galaxy.
Yes, and the first word is what one of the 7 things
Dope.
is.
The Dopey Galaxy.
Like
Sleepy.
no.
A dwarf galaxy.
Yes.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Okay. So it's one word, but I'm going to describe the second part of the word. It's what keeps us on the ground. And there was a Sandra Bullock movie.
Gravity.
And then the first part is small. I didn't. Oh, okay. So maybe there's only.
Microgravity.
Yeah. Okay.
Whoa.
I think it's the 7th one.
Uranus.
Oh, then I got it wrong.
Neptune. Method just lined up 9 planets.
But yeah, it is
Neptune?
one. No. Okay, so I
Saturn?
just.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And before I give you the next one, it's 10:39, which is the time they stepped on the moon. Give it up for the moon. I'm gonna take a big step in the honor of the moon. Very good.
Well done, everyone. Yeah.
We all take our big step. Okay, and now back to serious
You're just
business.
This is really cool. Oh, okay. Did this die recently?
Wrong one.
Oh, okay. Okay, so it went. Okay, it's alive. It explored. It's been-
Curiosity.
Yeah.
Wow. This is suspicious.
That was really good. This is the name of a candy bar that's not very good.
Milky Way.
Yeah. Okay. So you probably know what this is. The first word. Okay, it's 3 words. The first word is kind of like a really light beer you enjoy in the summer.
Pilsner.
No, it's a brand. You
Kolsch? Wait, that's not
you
a
put a lime in it. And you put-
Corona.
yes, and but there's another letter after that.
Coronal mass ejection.
That's all of them. Very good job. You got them all. Ruth, very impressive. You got it.
Great job.
You got it. That was very impressive, team. Those came very fast.
Now
came very
who's
fast.
cheating?
I'm gonna leave this right
That was
here.
all Ruth. I gave
Very good. Almost too good.
Yeah.
But I'll look past that because we have a very important thing to do now. And that is where the A in space comes in. And this is a spacewalk. Here's an example of Loren taking one.
Yes. You might think that roaming around in a spacesuit is fun, but working in these ensembles is incredibly difficult. They're basically human-sized sacks of Earth's atmosphere, and they have to be strong but flexible. Once again, I'm just killing it. Really great. I loved it. So much fun. And right now, Buzz and Neil are partaking.
They're wearing their own spacewalk. And here's me wearing mine. And these are all suits that I have and love. I have not, this is not Photoshop.
No.
This
You're
is
from Japan and
this
the
is
US.
the suit I got in Japan. This is the one. These are all from the US. You got to get a couple while you're here. Really, it was a very fun day. It was a really good day for me. So now you guys are going to take your own spacewalks with space suits. Don't worry, I have them. I would never leave you unprepared. Here they're coming. Okay, so my Emily and Ruth. This is for you. You're going to be wearing the spacesuit. It has 2 armholes that I'm looking for. Here's one. This is going to go over your head.
Here you go.
And then I should have space helmets.
Oh, no.
Is there another? Here's one. Ruth, be careful. The edges
Both look great.
are a little sharp. Emily? Good. Are we breathing? Okay, so here's how this is going to work. I have hidden moon rocks around the moon, which is now the theater. And it is going to be up to you to collect as many as you can and bring them back safely. Please move safely. And it is up to all of our moon civilians to hold on to your drinks while this is happening. So I'm going to ask you to do that, and you're going to have 1.5 minutes to get as many as you can. Are you ready? Moon rocks? Yes, moon rocks.
Yes.
Are you ready? They look like moon rocks. The clock has started.
I could stay awake just to hear you breathing. Watch you smile while you
Hold your breath, hold your breath. Deep pressurization.
far away and dreaming. I could spend my life in this sweet surrender.
When your storage is full, you can come drop them off here at the base.
Stay lost in this moment forever. Every moment spent with you is a moment I treasure. I don't wanna close my eyes. I don't wanna fall asleep 'cause I miss you, babe. And I don't wanna miss a thing. 'Cause even when I dream of you, the sweetest dream will never do. I still miss you, babe. And I don't wanna miss a thing.
Less than 20 seconds.
Lying
Oh my God,
close
we're gonna
to
count down when it gets to 10.
you and your
You gotta make it back.
heart beating.
10, 9,
And I'm
8,
wondering
7,
what
6,
you're
5,
Wondering
4,
if it's me
3,
or
2,
see it.
1.
And I kiss
Emily's made it back. Whoa, very creative. You have to come back. I'm sorry.
I found a thing on the moon.
Whoa, Ruth, great job. Here, let me clear your vision for you. There you go. You found a picture on the moon. We must have left that there. We did leave
Poop.
Yes, we did leave a lot of trash and poop on the moon. It's a pretty bad look for us. Oh, Emily, let me help you out of this. Okay, and my teams, Erica and Alex, you can start counting your team's moon rocks. Oh no, Ruth will live the rest of her life in space.
Yes, this is you forever.
They're wet. Is there water on the moon, perhaps?
Fun fact, there is water on the moon.
That's good, because we will use that again, right? If we
Right.
find water on the moon for sweating. How many did you guys get over here? 18 moon rocks. Alex and Ruth?
So almost the same as 8.
Almost the same as 8. Pretty good.
I had a faulty suit. Can I get a retake?
See, that feels like an issue with the manufacturer. Okay, so our moonbuck is going to go to Erica and Emily on this round. Very good job. Very good job. So, teams, that brings us to another story that I have. What? Another emergency? An alien arrival? Oh my God, there he is! What? Are you from the moon? Alien, do you have messages for our team in the form of music?
Wow.
Wow, and it's just like this movie. And then they had to figure out what the aliens were saying. So, Alien, we're gonna play songs today from the moon, I guess is where you're from. And then our teams will have to guess what song it is. And if you guess the correct song, you will get a moonbuck for it. Is that correct, Alien? Are you ready for your first song? And you have 2 sets of faces, Alien. I can't help but notice that. Are you ready, Alien? Okay, here's our first song.
LAX, Miley Cyrus, the Party of the USA.
Here's your Alien, you have another message? Message number 2.
It's a Star Wars theme.
Yeah! You got it! It is
When
a
people
Star Wars
walk
theme.
down the aisle too.
Emily, you've got it again. Okay, third message. Let's see, Alien.
Old Town Road.
Yay! Very good. This team is
from
really on
1977.
fire with their
That's the
music.
only song I know.
I want to
Well
be on your
done.
ship. Oh, Alien, does that mean it's time for you to leave? Oh. Bye, Alien friend. Oh, your face is coming off.
You ripped off your face.
Okay. Oh, and it's looking back at me. See ya. Thank you, Alien. That was really impressive. I want to be on your road trip to space. I think that would be a good soundtrack. Okay, so it's time to figure out our winner. So you can count up your moonbucks.
I'm very good at counting.
Another skill you need in life and as an astronaut.
Definitely.
Now, I have the most because these are how many I have.
Can I have some?
Yeah, you can have one, Lauren. Good job.
Well, thank you.
Teams, are you ready?
I'm double checking.
Oh, you're double.
And then I
Yeah.
lost count.
Oh, no.
And I didn't help at all.
Yeah. Not the best teamwork over here.
I would say supporting.
You worked together on counting the moon rocks, though. I saw that. Yeah. Uh-huh.
I'm going to trust my first
Okay.
count was 19.
19 moon bucks.
19.
Ruth and Alex.
We got 18.
Oh!
Do we need a recount?
Yeah, I was gonna
Just
say,
in
a
case?
recount?
To call.
Let's do a recount.
Wait, what happened with Queens? Well, like no, I know, but
The
did
DA
they find a
thing.
result?
Oh, I don't know. No, I don't
Okay.
know.
Tiffany
They have to recount. I don't know how long it takes.
Caban.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I've heard of this. Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're getting out of here.
I've read the news.
What happened was it was too close to call. So
I still got 19.
19 moonbucks! Great job! That means our winning team is Erica and Emily. Congratulations! We're going to be sending you to the moon tonight. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I
Okay.
would be very embarrassed if
Before
I wore
you
this and
go-
did not get to go to the
Yeah, it would be very embarrassing to have a moon dress on and not go to the moon. Yeah. And Erica's ready to fix the moon. So, real quick before you go, I need to know, what will be the first words you say when you get to the moon? I think we can all remember the very famous first words from the other time, which was, Loren, help me out. One small step
For man.
for man, and one giant leap
For
for mankind.
But we're sending women.
But we're sending women this time, so
Yeah.
feel free to include that if you want.
Yeah.
I only have 3 words.
Okay.
About fucking time.
Can you second that?
I second that. I was just gonna be like, yeah.
All right, that's our show for tonight. We're gonna send you to the moon later. Thank you for coming, and congrats to all of us on Apollo 11, 50 years ago. We all remember it very well, I'm sure. Great job, teams. I love this. So creative. So creative. We've never had a team.
It's a freaky show. Take a look at the old man beating up the wrong guy. Oh man, wonder if you'll ever know who's in the best-selling show.